Hello everyone, welcome back to Party Wipe Gaming. I am Brindis, and once more we are playing Pyre. Yeah, I realized that the video cut off just a little early last time before I finished my outro, but y'all know what I was going to say, so you'll have to forgive me for that. Sorry. So, we'll continue our journey. We were going to take on the Pyrehearts, and Gilman was more than happy to trounce his former commander soundly. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's get them worms. Probably Gilman? No, Fulford. Alright. Fulford is poring over a copy of the Book of Rites as you approach. He looks up at you and smiles. Also, he says we have everybody, but he's not listed in our roster as one of the tree people. I wonder if he's going to fight eventually. The Road to Freedom, written in a book that hardly anyone believes exists, and fewer still can read and comprehend. Sometimes I marvel how absurd all this is, my boy. Tell me something, though. I've spent so much time considering the book, but known so few with whom I could discuss it in such detail. It's like, oh, it all sounds really absurd. It's like, it is. That waterfall's actually feeding a giant space monster. They're not going free at all. You've had some time to turn through it by now, so what do you think? Worth all the fuss? There's a lot to read. You find it fascinating, you find it tedious, you only skimmed it. These are both correct, but we're going to go with this one. You tell Fulford that the book has fascinated you, and that you have never seen anything quite like it. He nods slowly as you describe your experience with it. I share the sentiment. Do have in our possession a genuine artifact of a forgotten time. How much of it is entirely true? And how much of it is the scribe's retelling of events? I find it endlessly fascinating to consider, I must admit. Puts away his copy of the book with care. It is amazing that these volumes have survived for all this time, I think. Whatever they are made of has withstood the ravaging effects of time quite well. And the idea there contained, they remain rather provocative as well. To think that the Commonwealth disavows the existence of this book, despite official recognition of the 8 scribes. Although the reasons why are in there, written plain, how fascinating that its secrets have been kept for all this time. Anyway, you'll have to excuse me for my extracurricular interests in this teaching. I used to teach a version of its history. To have access to the real thing has brought me some small pleasure. Let us be certain to preserve these volumes for whomever shall next use them. He turns his attention to other matters and bids you a good afternoon. Thanks, guy? Yeah. Hey guys, say, I noticed that your little imp pal ain't with you anymore. Is he okay? I heard the wildest thing that he somehow got out of here and back to the other side, and I'm like, why would an imp want that? Well, thanks for rubbing it in, dude. Yeah, we're totally selling his... Wow, that's quite a price on it, too, after everything it went through. Bear banishes an adversary's aura casting, and aura burst may occur. 4? Take it. Got anything good, though? That one could be fun for just trixies, but what's this one do? That's the infinite stamina. That's no good for that. Automatically gains plus 10. It's plus 16. That's a goodie. Alright, well, we're done here. You guys really are my favorite customers, you know? Yeah, we'll read that later. Commence the rites. Everything is set for the rites to commence, and all is quiet amid the barren wastes of the spring of Jomur. All there is left to do is wait for nightfall. It's been raining for a while. You observe Sir Gilman sliding back and forth, back and forth. You sense something is weighing on his mind. This night is not a night at all. This knight betrayed his former commander, abandoned his brethren, the Sea Dominion. What is knighthood even? What is knighthood if it means having to follow such a craven such as Sir Deluge? Cease this nonsense, Gilman. Focus on the right. Focus on the right. Focus on the right. He notices you finally. Oh, Master Reader, this knight did not see you there just now. Such was his preoccupation with the task at hand. Know that this knight stands prepared. He has no misgivings whatsoever when it comes to battling his ex-triumvirate. Please consider letting this knight participate, for he has honor to restore. Absolutely. Then a glimmering within the sky draws your and his attention. Oh, a lot of them now. Unfathomed Plurnus. Ugh. Plus 8 quickness. Yikes.
The much-vaunted reader has returned, and it would appear his ranks grow stronger. Consorting with the bog-crone Bertrude, are we?
Oh, yes.
How very strange that you befriended her.
Yeah, that's not the right word.
Your adversaries in this rite shall be the Pyrehearts. Put out their flame and walk the path to liberty.
Gilman, still not abandoned your new friends like all your other duties and responsibilities? Sir Deluge wrestles with his mask for a time. This night is most surprised that you have the courage to even show yourself. You speak of courage, Sir Deluge, but this knight has little else to say to the likes of you. That figures, Gilman. You are no knight at all. You are a teen sea minnow swimming in a sea of minnows many times your size. Oh, well, okay. And with much more honor, too. And something comes over Sir Gilman. But just as soon it fades, Sir Gilman slinks away. Disgraceful, you Nightwings. You are stupid to have taken that one in, and you are no good at the rites. And another thing, we do not fear you. Well, he sure showed us. Oh, hello. Hold a moment, Rita. The crone Bertrude slithers forward, wearing the raiments of the rite. Now that Bertrude is among your ranks, it would be best if you become familiar with her repertoire. You have no obligation to make use of her abilities, of course. Good Bertrude, please show the reader something of your aptitude. We expect thou shalt be soon inclined to bring our sorceries to bear. Long have we studied these rites of thine. Let us show thee what we know of them thus far. Yeah, alright.
The bog-crone Bertrude shows herself in full. Though I have to wonder what became of her accomplices. Of one accomplice in particular. You watch yourself around her, reader. None are sentenced into exile without sufficient cause.
I love that move. Okay. Okay, well, I don't know what was different about that one. Now then, reading one, know that our freedom is of little consequence to us. We side with thee because of Sandalwood, because of his plan. We shall aid ye in the rights, and we shall aid ye in that plan. Thus we are at thy disposal, and await thy bidding. I think she's actually going to be really helpful in this one. So... Shay's getting close to a level.
Bertrude.
Gilman needs to fight.
Sir Gilman.
And... Shay's bounce is really good. He also has a nice ability, and he's close to leveling.
The choice is cast.
This night shall not bend to you again, Sir Deluge. Ever. Come in, Nightwings. Show us tonight how you defend the honor of that miserable minnow whom you harbor. On guard. Alright. Shouldn't be too hard, huh?
Begin.
Nope.
A bit of a blunder.
Boom!
Wings thus assert
The Honor Seeker. Achievement unlocked. Missed that.
None left unscathed.
Oh, you missed that one. Alright, well, that's fine.
Neither triumvirate is closer than the other.
Oh, good shot. Well set. What the?
Your flames grow weak.
What happened?
This is the road to ruin.
Boom!
Purifying
Nailed it, Hadwin.
The Nightwing's pyre burns brighter for now. I thought they had you there.
Me too. Oh, get in there! What the heck? Oh, okay.
Perhaps you are unworthy. That ought to wake you up.
What is with their ability to just jump in? Oh, wait. Are we winning? Are we winning? Just barely.
No mercy shown.
Boom! There it is.
Both pyres now burn with the same strength.
What the? What the heck was that?
You seem unable to stop these people.
Do they have something that blows those people up?
Their pyre weakens. Perhaps you are worthy. The orb.
Ah, he didn't have a jump.
Your exiles shall return ere long. Alas.
Oh my god.
Your fire shall soon be ashes on the ground. That's it.
Aidwin, come on.
As per the sacred law.
Alright, we got this, guys.
Once more like that, and we are finished here.
Get it, Bertrude. Boom!
Done.
Nailed it.
Prevail again. I thought for certain they would not.
Yeah, it was pretty hairy there for a moment.
The right is ended.
Curse you, Gilman. You were a fool to abandon us, and now you only twist the dagger in our backs. You still do not seem to understand, Sir Deluge. This knight is no longer beholden to the likes of you. This knight is bound only by the path towards enlightenment. Your words ring false. You are unfit to lead. Shut up. You know exactly what you are, Gilman. You call this knight a craven, yet your courage is a mere facade. And everyone knows it. Everyone knows this knight shall see to it. Sir Gilman does not respond, although you sense the words of Deluge got to him. I don't know why. It's rocking it. Boom. No matter what anyone says, I refuse to think that there's some sort of limit to one's understanding of all this. Getting better, dude. Hayden and his allies caused banished adversaries to remain banished 2 seconds longer than usual. Heck yeah. Ugh, Gilman, you didn't get anything from that. Alright, that'll unlock her trial. The strange designs of the 8 scribes and their everlasting sorceries are strong within this land. We shall yet make further use of them, we think. While slithering, Bertrude uses that. After Bertrude pounces an adversary, she instantly recovers all stamina. We go the other way. While it's down, she deals more damage too. Nah. Once per right, after saluting adversaries, Bertrude turns them into fast-moving howlers. Wow. Charge up time for Bertrude can use her aura greatly reduced. I'd rather you be faster. Oh yeah, and she also heals us when we dunk. That's always nice.
Align.
After defeating the Pyrehearts, in a last-ditch effort, you return to the wagon to find Wulfrid and the lone minstrel in the midst of conversation. Most strange. This one star should be illuminated now. This is not what I expected. Nor I, Wulfrid, sir. Then Wulfrid notices you there. Reader, Tariq and I observed a strange occurrence in the sky is all. It appears that the star of Calamere rope collar, is illuminated now. It is but another star, except our models and predictions of the cosmos do not anticipate this. The first exiles came to these lands not by force, but by heeding the rope collar's deceptions. Traitor's former aide of the Emperor, his actions inadvertently led to the 8 scribes to find each other. Yeah, it's kind of weird that... Anyway, go see for yourself. I shall make the wagon ready in the meantime. Well, that's not good. You see only a single shining star illuminated far above. It is just as Wulfrid indicated. You regard the looming star. Because, yeah, that's not all the way up here. It's just kind of hanging out there. I don't want to fight those guys. Man. Rogue Star burns bright over an isolated little island in the Sea of Solace. Ignarius is already on his way. Like, what do I gain from challenging the Tempest? It's totally not on par with what I wanted. Oh wow, the Withdrawn aren't even bothering. And they're at the bottom of the barrel too. This is such a waste of a fight. They'll put us against the accusers if this keeps going. See, I wanted to try and get the Essence or Fate closer, but now we're wasting our time on this. Then we are summoned to the Isle of Calamir, deep within the deathless Tempest. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The traitor Calamir Ropecaller fled to this strange isle and met a fitting end. Tempest raging in the Sea of Solace, seemingly for all eternity. Have you been there before, Tariq? So long ago, I scarce recall the time, only the scent. It is the place from whence the creatures native to this land sprang forth. Reader, let's not concern ourselves with superstitions held about that place. We'll set forth at dawn and soon see for ourselves what to make of it. I guess. Alright, let's knock out this lore. Downside travels. You cannot survive the downside if you cannot get around. Howlers shall descend upon you, or Tempest shall shear you to pieces. That is just the way of it. Traveling through the environs is no simple feat. Consider yourself blessed that you were born a cur. If not, however, you shall have to find a means to cross these lands without the benefit of 4 strong paws. Lou Scalarian believes this untamed land can be traversed through a means unnatural. I thought at first that he meant sorcery, but he suggests invention. He speculates that carriages could cross this land by harnessing its fury. A wild thought. In my case, my paws shall suffice. Pyrehearts all follow in the path forged by the Underking Oris, whose many mighty deeds exceed the smallest stature that somehow contained him. His is the most spirited triumvirate, their courage unfaltering, their hearts full. They live always with vigor, and perhaps they die with it as well. They are the Underking's own kind, as at home above the seas as in it, never ceasing, ever longing as they do for something more. The Underking chose wisely for their qualities and teachings that a life devoid of passion is a life devoid of life itself. That burning passion is the fuel that drives the Pyrehearts, and in turn all of us. Cool. Gilman. Sir Gilman is in a contemplative mood. He has been rather quiet, at least more than usual, ever since his confrontation with Sir Deluge. He considers you there, and slides forth in a solemn manner. This night, he knows what he shall do now when all this is over, Master Reader. We Worm Knights, we are born and raised to prove ourselves superior to all other billions of our kind, to lead our lives, however short, with glory. For that moment we shall prove our wormlings brethren in their exacts, and to the very end we are conditioned to excel, to prevail at all costs. This relentless pursuit of glory, of fame, of self-worth, it leads most of this knight's kind only to an early doom, or in the case of Sir Deluge, it leads to a life of falsehood. A life of low deceit, abusing one's fellow worm knights, shirking one's responsibility, living in constant fear. This knight cannot abide his former commander, yet pities him. There must be more to honor than to lead a life engulfed in endless conflict. and he looks at you intently. This knight shall ever seek to honor out when all of that is ended, Master Reader. Ever seek that honor out. Okay. Thus he vows to you, and he is ever grateful that your guidance led him to this new awakening. But until such time, this knight is duty-bound unto the Nightwings. This, the fulfillment of our plan and our pursuit of freedom, is to be his final quest. For what awaits him afterwards is no mere quest. The honor that this knight has sought, it cannot fully be achieved through knighthood, can it? It requires something more. I trust you understand. He slithers off, his head held high, though not merely in pride. Something has changed in him. Oh, +2 presence permanently. Wish him well. Good job, Gilman. You found what you were looking for. We just have black caps growing in our wagon now. Let's move out. Take off. Sailing, sailing, What we got here? The minstrel indicates that there may be rare fish here, ripe for the catching. Gilman suspects you may find something of value in this room. I'd rather have something of value than something to sell. You make the landing within the deathless Tempest, far west of where you first breached through the shores beyond. You wonder which sort of celestial landmark lies hidden amid these waters, though for now you have some time left before continuing onward. Alright, Yonder Crystal seeks Bertrude. Also, this thing is shiny. Oh. Tiny Tempest. Alright, let's see, work the lore first. Deathless Tempest. We waited for the Deathless Tempest to subside. We waited, but the Underking, he merely laughed and laughed, for the Deathless Tempest does not subside. What lies beneath that stretch of sea to cause such an upheaval is best left to myth and speculation. We made passage nonetheless, through sorceress aid and fortune, scarce seeing the surrounding environs. We did detect a landform to the west. Soliam Mur detected there was presence of the treacherous aid who lured him into exile, and then followed him in turn. Mur, in his wisdom, thought it best to be avoided. At last did we arrive on our distant lands, though seeing them provided little comfort. Okay. Greetings to you, lovely reader. I am at your disposal. You have invoked Cassandra from the Beyonder Crystal. Yeah. So, boop. Then who exactly do you have in mind? You asked Cassandra to administer one of her special trials on Bertrude. The old bog crone, then? She does have some potential, I should think. More so than most of those whom you share the little residence. Then let us bring her forth. Soon Bertrude appears in heed of her summons. We sense that thou hast need of us. The apparition Cassandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, crone. You answer to me here. How very eloquent. Make your vast experience exceed your knack for pleasant conversation. I trust that you shall have little trouble here without the benefit of your more communicative friends. Now, come. Oh. Interesting. Ah, he still slithered past me. Almost got him. Oh, Bertrude, why? Just get it, dude. Come on. For some reason, she was sitting there in 5 seconds. Oh, bull! He had the foresight to do that as I'm jumping. And that one just completely missed, huh? Alright, let's try this again. Alright, there's always one mulligan allowed in the trials. We've been over this, don't judge me for it. What is that she's... Aha! Apparently that was enough to make it. Oh, what? I'll take it, man. I'm not gonna question that free shot. There you go. Oh, come on! He had it ready as soon as he got back. Totally hit the wrong side. That's so annoying. Oh, come on. How are you not able to get over that? This respawn timer is crap. Yeah, get dunked on. A simple test, undeserving to be called a challenge. Not to fail you just for gloating, crone. But these are not my rules, and your performance was sufficient. Thus, you have passed my test. Congratulations are in order, to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Good riddance to that mouthy waif. Show us then what trinkets she bestoweth upon us. Milithy's tail. Bertrude's blasting pierces through solid objects. Heck yeah. Boink. That'll be good for setting up shots. You and Sir Gilman spend much of the day searching through the steady currents of the sharp shoal, an icy floe near the Isle of Calamir. Sturdy enough for landing. Alright. Hark! This knight has spotted something with his keen eye. He found storm caps. Okay. Pretty valuable there. Should fetch a decent price. Return to the wagon. I was hoping for a useful item, but selling is fine, I guess. Alright, let's go take on the rights. A messenger imp with news and rumors from the other side manages to track you down on the wagon in this eerie stillness of the deathless Tempest. The imp's latest information is about none other than Tizo. Aw, I miss that little guy, who you liberated from the fall of Solian. Everybody says he is the first creature of his kind to come to the Commonwealth. While this unique status brought Tizo no shortage to prestige, he nonetheless experienced difficulty acclimating to the new environment. It seems he grew quite despondent. Then, at last, he managed to track down Volfred's agents, with whom he is working to find a means to bring more exiles home. Thus has the revolution grown stronger. He also left with you a special verbal message via his most trusted messenger, who rears up and intones, "Gree-hee-hee-hayum." Tizo wants you to know he is doing well, but misses you, and hopes to see you again. Aw, we miss you too, Tizo. You thank the messenger imp for the report, and ask that it relay your kind regards. Your companions soon begin to talk in turn. Good on him. If anyone or anything can change the Commonwealth, it may well be Tizo. I'm so happy for him. I wish I could have had a friend like him when I was there. Oft is it said that good things come to smallish packages, and Tizo stood as living proof. And living he remains, apparently. Very, very bright, that one. I would have served well as our familiar. Perhaps someday yet it shall be so. Oh, would have served yet as her familiar. Got it. Truly. Once more, it seems, I underestimated him and his resilience. I guess this makes him an expatriate of sorts, ditching his downside home in favor of the Commonwealth. Who would have thought? I shall look forward to our next reunion, Tizo. Perhaps when we are back among the stars. News of Tizo's adventures in the Commonwealth fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Your companions gain +1 hope for the next rite. Wish Tizo luck. Good luck, buddy. We so happy for you. Your wagon shudders to a halt at the Isle of Calamir. A bizarre outcropping gives it a foreboding feel. In the distance, you hear odd, gibbering noises that sound like drive imps. Ravenous creatures indigenous to the downside, possessing few passions other than a fast meal. Okay. Maybe that would have been something if we had Tizo, but we don't. Whoa, guys. How'd you find me all the way out here? I mean, this is an extra special... This is for extra special customers. I'm only joking, You're the only customers I got. Yeah, convenient that you're always where we need you to be, huh? Yeah? Boom. Got you again. Only joking about that too, because I got tons of customers. It's just that they already bought a lot of stuff today, so they're not here, okay? Yeah, they're not here, huh? Anyway, I just got in a little something here, which they'll be into. I've been hearing about these little numbers for a while. Check them out. He reveals to you a set of twin rings, the Jewel Band and the Ruined Band. Grants the bearer +2... Ooh. Around. Briefly gain infinite stamina if an ally has the... Ooh. Thinking these thingers are supposed to be for a couple of lovebirds, you know what I mean? But anybody probably could use them, provided they have to buy them off me. I was gonna get them for myself, but anyway, let me know if you want them. I do. I know just the two to wear them. Not that having these things provide any kind of use now. let's see. So it's presence and hope. So it'll make her presence bigger. Her respawn time go faster, make her faster too. Oh well. I'm largely amused by this. Oh, that's so good. Getting her back instantly is great. Oh well. We'll hold on to this for amusement's sake. I just want to see how this works out. Hopefully it's not a trick item. So, have you seen me guys? Alright. We got time for a rite. We'll do one more. Typically, Jodariel is always among the first to start making preparations for the rite, just as soon as you arrive amid such places as the tumultuous waters of the Isle of Calamere. This time, however, she does not assist the others. She has not even donned her raiments. Your concern is noted, reader, but it is misplaced. It is only that. The one we are to face this time, Ignarius. We denied his liberty before. It seemed almost cruel to set him further back. How absurd that I should even care. It is simply that I seldom see those with features similar to mine, and those who have survived here long enough to earn their horns. I shall go now to prepare. Soon it is nightfall and the stars begin to shine. Ooh, another one. Presents. Oof. I feel like we could do this one without much worry. I just don't want to risk it.
A glorious eve to you as ever, O you exiles of the Night Wings. The 8 scribes dragged you all the way into the blasphemous Isle of Calamere. Here you are to be surrounded by even more gibbering nitwits than usual.
Oh, okay.
The triumvirate you stand against shall be the Tempest.
This is like a real sports ball
Reduce
arena.
their
This is
fire to a
awesome.
smolder and step closer to freedom.
What is
Now
this?
prepare yourselves.
Hey, well, if it isn't Curly Horns. Surprised they didn't let you out already. Not that I'm complaining. I was hoping I'd run into you again. See, when you've been stuck in here for about 14 years, not that I'm counting or anything, you gain some appreciation for the simple stuff, you know. A bit of cool breeze, a solid meal. Anyway, it's good to see it in one piece is all. Jodariel removes her mask and stares at him. Why are you doing this? We have a rite to conduct. Yeah, well, I've conducted a lot of rites, you know. Fat lot of good it's done for me. Yet here you are again. Yeah, anyway. He throws on his mask. Guess we'd better get things started. Our kind, we got a reputation to uphold. Jodariel watches him for several moments, then rejoins your group. Our adversary, Ignarius, his heart is not with this. We should be able to prevail against him without difficulty. But why are we wasting our time on him?
Stand together here this night. Jodariel.
I could do Gilman and get someone fast.
Sir Gilman.
A most formidable foe we stand against, this knight's most favorite kind. Bring it on then, Nightwings. Let's see you beat me again. He has a huge aura. As the rite commences, the imps throughout the cavernous area roar in excitement. Holy shit, it's moving. Our struggles and our plan, mere entertainment for these lonesome creatures. Begging your pardon, sir, the imps of the Isle are quite passionate about the rites. Just now, they offered a bounty on us in soul if our triumvirate proves worthy. They would pay us in exchange for what exactly? And where did you get the soul, for that matter? My understanding is they wish to see us perform various feats of glory, flashy displays of mastery in the rites, which certain types of imps are willing to pay to see. As for the source of their wealth, who can say how much soul lies lost within the sea? Reader, it may seem beneath you, but the opportunity is real. If the soul could be of benefit, it really couldn't. We're kind of stinking rich. Indeed, then, read it, my boy. It is yours to decide if entertaining these sad creatures is a justifiable distraction during these affairs. I trust your judgment. Now let us not distract you further here. It would have been nice to know that the battlefield was going to be moving like this before I picked people, but it's whatever. Henceforth you shall be tasked with feats of glory in the rites. Salute the imps.
Now begin. The knight's first banishment.
Oh, come on. Oh, Gilman, get it in! There you go. Banish 2 exiles in a single aura cast.
A second wind.
Missed.
Positively brutish.
Oh, that one didn't work.
Nightwings.
Wow, why is it so long?
Unacceptable.
It really is. You ain't half bad there, Curly Horns, you know. Shame we're on opposite sides like this and all, fighting over who gets out of here. Back home, I would have just walked up and bought us both a drink. I would have punched you in the mouth. Ignarius laughs heartily at this. But that's what I like about you, Curly Horns. You hate my guts as much as I do. Now come on. Let's see you stomp me one more time, just like you Nightwings did up at that mountaintop.
Oh, the fading glory of the great Ignarius.
Oh, he jumped it.
These days he is nothing but an aging brute.
Ah, get dunked on, bitch.
Spectacularly done. It seems the Nightwings are a bit ahead.
No, Gilman, why?
Quite foul for the
I don't know what I was thinking charging that.
A devious maneuver.
I don't know why I charged that. That's not how that works. There it is.
The orb is up.
Oh, come on, you can't be serious.
The Worm Knight somehow did it.
Somehow.
Engulfed within the aura. Wherever did the Nightwings go?
Yeah, amazing that he had that
The
ready.
orb was cast into your pyre. The demons banished. United in banishment. In the
Boom.
name of Solium Mur.
Alright, these rings really aren't doing what I expected them to. The imps grow more and more agitated with each passing moment. Some start spilling out onto the sacred ground. Ugh, I hate these things. Go on, get out of here. We're in the middle of something here.
What are those blasted creatures doing?
Oh,
'Tis what?
what?
The scribes ordain.
Bull. Jody, come on.
The orc.
Oh, that's shit.
All of the Night Wings vanished.
That is so frustrating.
Disaster. Both triumvirates are equally as close. Didn't see it coming.
Jump, Jody.
All banished. Such wherewithal.
Alright, we got this.
No more than a lick of flame remains.
Nope. Why would you do that? Get in there.
It is done.
Alright. I hate those rings. Those are terrible.
Yet again. May their next adversaries fare a little better.
And Downside Pilgrim unlocked.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
Well, Curly Horns, what can I tell you? Guess your Nightwing still got a spring in your step. You could have prevailed. Why did you hold back? You really want to know there, huh? Indulge me. Sure. Yeah, freedom tomorrow night. You're free tomorrow night. Jodariel scoffs at this. She dons her mask. Then she turns and walks away from him without another word. Daenerys simply stands and stares. Damn. Good try there, buddy.
Now in the hearts of all these exiles.
Pameth already had dibs. Hey, Gilman's almost there. Alright, nobody
Until
leveled up
the
there.
next round.
Damn. Huh? Someone's there, sneaking around. Show yourself already. He stands there for a moment, saying nothing. Then, this was a mistake. She leaves him just as soon as she arrived. Hey, hold up. Curly Horns, wait. Wait. She keeps him waiting there. Darius just shakes his head. And he keeps waiting, for there's little else for him there, in the downside. Oh, that's sad. He keeps waiting, but not for very long. Not for very long. Okay. We won't tell Pamitha. Just indulge the old guy for a moment. After you and your fellow exiles overcame the Tempers, you find the lone minstrel tending to one of your own. Jodariel seems to be unwell, although you cannot sense why. Well, I think I know why. How are you feeling, madam? My strength has failed me. I feel alert enough, but very, very weak. I see. Then please do not exert yourself or try. Lone minstrel motions for you to come closer. Reader, Jodariel appears rather disoriented and more fatigued than usual. Reported feeling not entirely present. Symptoms of banishment sickness. Oh, an ailment suffered by those who frequently conduct the rite. Debilitating but fleeting, so she needs to sit out for a bit. She should soon be able to take part in light activities, I think, but under no circumstance shall she be able to conduct the coming rite. Now then, I ought not keep you from the stars above. Please, go and have a look at them, for all of us, I think, are anxious to depart this place. Yeah, she didn't get sick from, you know, the stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. You gaze into the darkness of night. Seek now your destination. Alright, so we got just enough time to pick a new spot. And hopefully This will give us some people that actually help, and I don't want to go to that bog again. That's always so rough. Ah, there we go. Knock those meatheads down. We didn't get a chance to knock out the essence, though. Oh, wait. Okay, so we have to deal with them. Who else was up, though? Essence. No, we don't need to keep them down. So we can knock them out. And at least set it up for the next one. Ah, so we shall soon square against Lyndall the liar and the accusers. Him I know all too well. Perhaps you notice that he doesn't like us very much. He then tells you that he knows of your next adversary. Lyndall the liar. He is cold-mannered head of the accusers and bears an old grudge against the Nightwings. The first adversary you confronted in the rites, not long after you took your first steps on the path to freedom. A former constable in the Commonwealth, he gained a reputation for his strict and brutal manner. By any means, he always caught the crook. Once he arrested a civilian who hated him on suspicion of theft of the Commonwealth artifacts that had gone missing. Lyndall discovered the artifacts himself in the civilian's home. The suspect was soon exiled. Still, he denied the charges, even as he was cast downriver. The case was investigated further, though too late. Suspicions turned to Lyndall. It turned out that he planted the damning evidence himself, so he was exiled in turn. In the downside, he soon became acquainted with the rites, having heard of all of this from several people in high places. He asserted himself as the de facto leader of the accusers. They bent to his aggressive nature and prevailed many times under his watch. Yet, each time his chance at liberty arose, the Nightwings either defeated him or simply did not show. He wishes more than anything to outdo the Nightwings, perhaps even more so than to be free again. Let us give him another opportunity. For now, have a good night, my boy. He bid Volfred good evening. At dawn, you shall take flight again. Alright. That one ran a little long, but we got a lot done. So, thank you all for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button. If you have any ideas of other games we can be playing here on Party Wipe Gaming, leave some comments down below, or just some helpful criticism, or if you think we suck, that's fine too. Let me know. I always read the comments, and I always do my best to respond to them as well. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Hey, thanks for watching. Interesting choice in watching it now, but I'm glad you did. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and tell your friends. As always, I have been Rindus, and until next time, guys, I will see you later. Bye-bye.